So once upon a time, the RNA is genetic material in most of the alien species, as well as in the case of the our ancestral organisms. Okay, also had RNA as a dominating genetic material. For a time, it became DNA because of the change in the nucleotide sequence, right? So now we are coming for the second phase explanation. Is if you're talking about the next phase is ribosome enzyme. We know very well this ribosome enzyme is an enzyme which is an RNA molecule, not a proteinaceous molecule. These proteinaceous, this proteinaceous ribosome, no. RNA ribosome, yes. What it is exactly? It participates in the RNA maturation process. Sir, you are saying ribosome itself is RNA. Then again back you are saying ribosome, it is participating in the RNA maturation. Which one I need to take? Take both. Take both. So the dual behavior sense. Okay, and the dual behavior sense, I'll do the multitasking. For example, not only I'm a Carnatic singer, I'm not only a stage speaker, I'm not only a writer, I'm not only a teacher, I'm also working as a college professor, multiple personality. Who is having, ribosome is having. So I'll act as RNA, I'll act as an enzyme. Okay, I'll be doing the RNA maturation process. These many number of roles are done by ribosome enzyme, which is not given in this slide. Which is not given in this slide. Did they mention this ribosome is responsible for RNA maturation? No. Okay. So when we are coming to the class, we are coming with preparation to bring a lot of hidden sentence. When you are attending the class, what we taught in the last class, you need to revise it and you need to enter into this class. So this is the way the entry and then discussion should happen, right? The RNA, okay, versatile. It is also reactive, less stable, due to the single standard nature, right? So instability poses challenges for maintaining the genetic information over a time period, right? So the RNA sequence is keeping on getting changed. Structure also getting changed. Can you give an example for this? Yes, HIV. For every microfraction of second, HIV structure is keeping on changed. There is no consistent structure for the HIV. Sir, I saw the HIV structure which is looking like spherical in the Google. No, that is not consistent. It keeps changing. It keeps changing, right? So why? Because the RNA is a genetic material in HIV, whereas in human being, RNA is not a genetic material. I told RNA is not a genetic material in human, but I not told RNA is not formed in the human. I not told DNA is not formed in the HIV. I told HIV has RNA as a genetic material. Okay, but HIV makes DNA also. I told human makes DNA and RNA, but a human has DNA as a genetic material. So, like this, what you need to understand the message in detail. Now we are coming for the next phase explanation. Is any one of you are having any doubt up to this point? Please let me know. So now, here in this place, in the RNA world, we know very well the DNA is formed from the RNA. That means the ancestral molecule for the DNA is RNA. And the second thing is, what we need to understand is the repair mechanism credential. What do you mean about repair mechanism credential? So, for example, I'm the DNA, when I'm involved in the new DNA formation, when I'm involved in the new RNA formation, might be I am having the maximum probability of getting changed. So that will be rectified to such an extent, not to the maximum extent. For example, uh, here we are all having get together. If one person is here saying some wrong commands, to some extent being a friend, accepted, but most of the time, every time, if the concerned person is keeping on saying something, we are getting irritated and we can't bear. The same way, the DNA also can bear the changes to some extent and rectifies the mistake to some extent, but it can't bear the maximum changes. Okay, it does not have the credential to control the mechanism in depth, right? So now we are entering into the next important segment. In the case of the repair mechanism, is possible in the DNA and RNA to some extent only. not to the maximum extent. DNA is damaged completely. DNA repair mechanism will happen. No, to some extent, one or two nitrogen base or two or three nucleotide is altered in that occasion. There is a chance. There is a chance, but not maximum chance. But not maximum chance. So you should be very careful in aligning your mindset to all this explanation. Now, before going to the experimental proof, can we go ahead with the question discussion on this particular subtopic? This question is exactly extracted from the NCRT exercise question. So that is why what we are giving the varieties of NCRT exemplar, NCRT exercise, hard questions of the CBSE board, case study question, assessment reasoning questions. Okay, we are discussing about the normal MCQs. Like this, we are discussing all the varieties in addition to the diagram centric questions, in addition to the comprehension centric questions. Okay, in addition to the mathematical biology questions. Mathematical biology, last class we discussed the genetics concept. Even this chapter is having mathematical biology questions, right? Okay, not with the normal formulas, with a little difficulty. Okay, what does the RNA world hypothesis proposes? If you're talking about this, the RNA was the first genetic material on the earth. That is the reason why I told the ancestral material for the DNA is RNA. This word I told to you, the ancestral material for the DNA is RNA. Like this I conveyed when I was taking the RNA transformation to the DNA before a hour back, right? So now, if you're entering into the question number 2, in this question number 2, in RNA, what is the dual purpose to be? Okay, we know very well genetic molecule and structural molecule. Okay, yes or no? Here, the RNA had the dual purpose of serving a genetic material. That is the reason why I told dual behavior sense. Dual behavior sense, the word I used or not? Okay, the light is having particle property and wave property. Some amphoteric substance has both acid and base property, right? In the same way, this RNA is having the dual behavior sense. Beside acting as enzyme, it also acts as a genetic material, right? But this is not the case for all the RNA, only few RNAs, right? So now we are entering into the next important question, right? In the question number 3, which sugar is found in the RNA molecule? Of course, ribose sugar. Okay, of course, ribose sugar. This ribose is a pentose sugar. This ribose is a pentose sugar. So here, to which extent they need to bring the confusion? To that extent they can bring. So ribose or the RNA is a pentose or hexose or pseudoethylose. Of course, it is a pentose. Okay. This ribose is a part of RNA? Yes, of course. It is a part of DNA? No. Okay, then who is the part of DNA? Deoxyribose. Deoxyribose. Instead of saying like this, can I say this deoxyribose as 2-deoxyribose? Because the second carbon atom of the deoxyribose, there is no oxygen. Okay, 2-deoxyribose sugar is not having oxygen in the second carbon atom, right? So ribose sugar is having the oxygen in the second carbon atom. Oxygen in the second carbon atom. So oxygen is present in the second carbon atom. Oxygen is present in the second carbon atom, right? So glucose is a 6-carbon molecule, fructose is a 6-carbon molecule, pentose is a ribose and deoxyribose sugar is a 5-carbon molecule. 5-carbon molecule. Ribose and deoxyribose sugar are a 5-carbon molecule, pentose sugar. Everything is okay. Now we are entering into the most important 4th question. What is the primary function of the ribozyme in the context of the RNA molecule? Like this, whenever you're examining, okay, of course, we all know very well ribozyme or the RNA molecule, catalytic activity, and then second thing is it is a word for metabolism also. So here what we need to understand basically in the primary function of the ribozyme in the context of the RNA is here. It is not the part of DNA replication. It is not the part of cellular respiration. Catalyzing chemical reaction. Catalyzing chemical reaction. C is the correct answer. C is the correct answer. To confuse you, we brought these many number of different type of options. Okay. So looking more or less similar, but not exactly similar. Right. So now in this particular RNA world, we discuss the questions related video whenever you're having time. See in our Board University portal. We are going to the Worked examples, the RNA world hypothesis, and explains its significance in the study of the origin of life. The RNA world hypothesis proposed that RNA is genetic material on the earth and plays a pivotal role in the early evolution of life. See, once upon a time, in many eras, there was a great emergence of many varieties in a short period. How come it is possible? Because the RNA is getting changed continuously. Once upon a time, the RNA is a dominating material. It underwent a lot of changes and brought so many number of species. That is the reason why we are having species-rich Amazon forest. So that means indirectly I'm saying the Amazon forest RNA become a different genetic material in different period, right? So this is a classic worked examples. Now we are coming for the tips for the exam. As I already told to you, the keyword remembrance is very important, and key concept remembrance is very important. Ribozyme, does RNA maturation. Post-transcriptional modification is the other name of post-transcriptional modification is the other term for the RNA maturation process. Again, back I'm repeating. Post-transcriptional modification is other term for the RNA maturation process. So in this RNA maturation process or post-transcriptional process, what happens exactly is the RNA is getting matured. Because of the RNA maturation process, what happens exactly is the protein is in a position to get synthesized, because we know very well the protein synthesis process happens in ribosome. The ribosome's building blocks are nothing but the RNA molecule, right?